The Act URL shortener allows you to reduce the length of your URL links to make them much friendlier for posting on social media or anywhere else. This could be especially useful on printed material where short and memorable URLs are a must. In this video, I want to introduce you to the Act URL shortener. To access the Act URL shortener, log into your Act account and then click the Additional Features button in the left navigation. From here, click the URL shortener button in the marketing area. The URL shortener is available to every tier of Act Advantage. If you're using Act Cloud and you don't see the Additional Features link in the left navigation, that just means you're not yet on Act Advantage. If you'd like to upgrade, visit act.com or contact your account manager to explore how you can migrate your account to unlock this and many other powerful features. This screen displays a list of all of the URLs that I have previously shortened. The left column is the Actions column, and we're going to dive into that in a moment. The Short URL column displays the new shortened URL that I've created. The Destination column displays the original long version of the URL. The Category column is a great way to organize your URLs by different categories that you create. The Remarks column lets you add descriptions and other information about each URL. One of the great features of the URL shortener is that it also tracks traffic to your shrunken URLs, and that's what the Hits column shows. Finally, the Created column on the right displays the date when I created this shortened URL. Let's create a new shortened URL now. In this second browser tab that I have, I'm looking at a customer survey that I want to be able to share more easily. And you can see that the URL is pretty long and clunky. So I'm going to shorten this to something more manageable. But first, I'm just going to right-click this URL and click Copy. Now, when I go back to the first tab where I'm on the URL shortener screen, I'm going to click the New button at the top. Now in the Destination URL field, I'm just going to paste the URL that I just copied. And then in the Shrink To area, the prefix of your URL is already set to us.urlfi.me, but you can choose the alias that appears after the slash. Or you can let the URL shortener generate a random string of characters for you. I prefer to add something familiar as the alias. You can't use any spaces here, so I'm just going to try Customer Survey. Now, if nobody else has ever used this alias, then I should be good. Otherwise, I'll have to change it to something that's unique. Next, let's choose a category for this URL. Using categories is a great way to organize your URLs for the future when you have dozens or even hundreds of them. I currently only have 2 categories created so far, so I'm going to create a new one. And to do this, I'll just type Surveys in this field. And now it's important to click this button that says Add Surveys so that this new category gets saved. There we go. Finally, the Remarks field down below lets you add any kind of description about this URL. I'm just going to type in New Customer Survey, since I may have other surveys for my longer-term customers. And that's it. All I have to do now is click the Create button. I get a verification at the top that says my link was successfully created, and so now I'm ready to proceed. I'm going to click this Back button to go to my main list of URLs that I've shortened, and now I have 3 of them. Now let's quickly examine the left column that I mentioned earlier. This is the Actions column. From here, you can click the Link button to copy any of these shortened URLs to your clipboard. Then you can paste this link wherever it's needed, whether it's in an email, on your website, on social media, or anywhere else. Then when your customers click this link, they're going to automatically be forwarded to your destination URL. The second button in the Actions column is your Statistics link. When you click this, you'll be able to view statistics about your URL, such as the full URL and your shortened URL, and even the total number of hits that you've received so far from people clicking your shortened URL. You can use this Edit button if you need to make any changes to your shortcut. Maybe later on you want to add additional categories or remarks. This is the best place to do this after you've created the URL. And finally, you can delete your shortcut anytime after creating it. Be careful about deleting it though, especially if you've published the shortcut somewhere else. You probably don't want to lead your customers to any broken links. Finally, the top bar of this screen lets you filter and search for your shortcuts. You can filter by categories, and then use the search box to locate the shortcut that you want. This search criteria also includes any remarks that you write for your shortcuts. On the right side of the top bar, you can filter your list by domain, by destination, and by creation date. The sort option lets you sort by any of these columns that you see, and you can even choose secondary and tertiary options if you want. The URL shortener is a great way to create simple and sensible URLs to your important destinations. And this feature can also be found integrated within additional features throughout Act Advantage.